a championship ring. I did a little research on that. It wasn't really Kobe's championship ring. It was something like a replica ring or something. End up selling at auction for about $1 million. And I guess maybe his biological parents, his mom and dad, are in some type of financial stress or financial turmoil. And the conversation in regards to Kobe and his parents and why he wasn't supporting them or giving them money is a very complicated and two-way conversation. Um, on the one end, I did a little research in regards to the relationship of Kobe and his parents, and I think the rift came when he married Vanessa. They raised an eyebrow because Kobe was very young. He was famous. He was this NBA superstar recruit. And Kobe shows up with a video vixen. I'm sorry. This is how they met. She was a video vixen. Okay. Don't come for me. I'm just going for facts. So they obviously raised an eye. They told Kobe he was too young to be thinking about marriage. And I guess from that moment, they called there were problems, not only with Kobe, but probably friends who were protective of Kobe, people on the team that were protective of him. He married this young lady without a prenup, and this was Kobe's decision. And that caused a rift. And I'm guessing throughout the years, and I'm only going off of this from guessing, and I'm just, I don't, some of this is fact what I read, but I'm just going off of what I feel happened. So he meets this young lady. Kobe grew up in Italy, grew up, speaking 7 different languages. And he meets this young lady that grew up, I don't know, in a housing authority in California who was non black. I believe she's of Spanish descent, but she grew up in the hood, and they were just raising an eyebrow. And the family just wasn't with it. They were like, we don't really know about this. Kobe ends up marrying this young lady, and the young lady is probably fed up being that in Vanessa saying, if they don't like me, I don't like them. Now they have kids. Now, Kobe's parents, they're not seeing their grandchildren. Kobe sending these people money. I believe it was a quote what a mom said. This ain't enough for no house in Vegas. This little funky $275,000 is not enough for a home in Vegas. She wanted 450, and I mean, the split just came. His father was never there at any championship celebrations. They weren't there at any games. It is bad. So what did I draw from all of this? Well, first of all, I made a comment on Instagram by saying it seems like this family, Kobe's mom and dad, are in financial turmoil. And why didn't Vanessa just kick in and buy the ring? Because the Kobe, with her being the spouse that survived, the surviving widow, the Kobe bring Bryant is still making all the money, their trust in place. I mean, the Mamba, he just making so much money in the afterlife. He's still supporting his family. So shout out to that. And people started going in on me or whatever. And then I had to do my research. And, I understood. Did something happen? Man, what happened? Am I still on here? Oh, there we go. So I understood after doing my research the rift that was because that was caused in this family, and I looked at it, and I'm going from two different sides. Number one, and this is to the parents who have a boy. I only have one son. You cannot, as a parent, if you know when these kids bring people home, right, and that they're in love with or infatuated with that you don't think could be the right decision, like they're making a wrong decision, but the person is making that child happy. Okay. I think as a parent, you should be supportive in that situation. You know what's probably going to happen, but you want to give love because I think if you go against this child's decision, the child will only react in a resentful way. And you telling the child, you trying to be honest, I don't know if this is the right person for you. I don't believe this person has your best interest, but they are infatuated with the person. They're going to rebel against you. And what you just did was made the bond even tighter towards that person. So I would recommend as a parent, you have to let the child live their own life. They have to bump their heads, they have to get dirty in the mud. Unfortunately, they're going to get their heart broke. They're going to receive a lot of rejection, as we all have. And I understand it's Kobe, big guy, and I had to learn that too. I've had friends that come to a lot of money who I thought I was doing the right thing by trying to protect them or get them advice, even though what I was telling them was 100% accurate and true. You end up getting into a strained relationship with that person, and it's just not worth it. The only thing I could have hoped for is that maybe Vanessa or whoever, the family could have been bigger in the fact that they could have been bigger in the fact that let's just support his family. I mean, because if I'm damn near a billionaire, man, I can't like I don't care how much I fall out with like this say for instance, I fell out with my mom and dad. I'm still gonna take care of 'em. Yeah, and I mean, look, to each his own. I'm not saying that people should be like me, but I'm just saying, like, hey, especially if these people were already being taken care of by code, and then you just cut off the water supply, and these are elderly people who don't have a means. Of course, they're gonna sell shit to keep it moving. I'm sorry. And they could be selfish, but I think too, a lot of times, uh, you know, I think a good woman, a good wife, or more so maybe look beyond that and be like, you know what, I want to mend this. I know they don't like me, but I still think it's important for you to be with to be around your family. And I want to do everything within my power to try to mend that relationship, due to grandchildren and things of that nature. So it's very unfortunate. That I really wish that the family. I don't know what you talk about, man. I really wish that the family would have gotten together. It would have been my prayer for Kobe to have mended with his mom and dad, but it didn't happen. And Vanessa won. And to all the parents, especially parents of boys, listen to me. Whoever that boy bring home, you better accept because especially if it's a woman. If that woman turn against your ass, you ain't gonna see your grandkid because that boy ain't gonna have no power or no say so. You ain't seeing them grandbabies, so you best to be nice. That's all you can do. I tell my wife all the time. I say, let me tell you something. You could talk now, but he gonna get a wife, and she gonna hold the power, the keys to the kingdom, and that's just what's going to happen. Um, Kenya Williams, somebody just came in here. Depending on the relationship, I've been with my husband for 33 years, and this man is pure evil. If my husband passed away, she is asked out. Oh, Kenya, that is so mean. You got to be the bigger person, Kenya. You can't just cut him off, cut the mama off like that. Just be bigger. You hold the keys, you have the power. But what makes you more powerful is when you have that empathy and understanding. That is mean. I don't know if they have a opportunity to sell it back to the NBA. I believe it was a replica ring, but still the fact that this was a ring gifted from Kobe to his father, that means that the ring is worth a lot of money. I'm not 71 years old, Fucci. I'm actually 64. So Google got that wrong. I'm 64. So they really need to take that off. Um, Yeah, the woman will hold the grandkids hostage, as Flo Flo said. Flo Flo, did you hold your babies hostage and not let them see the father's children? But yeah, that's sad, man. So my prayers go out to the Kobe Bean Bryant family. I know he's gone, but I would wish that they would mend that, bro. That would mean a lot. Instead of my business, all I'm doing is commenting and bringing